Hey, how are you? So here's a big topic of conversation right now, and it's one that's personally very important to me, and that is access to and raising the profile of the more regional, flexible office workplaces and co-working operators as an alternative or, I guess, a complement to those bigger, more well-known city centre office brands. And like me, I'm sure when you go to those conferences, listen to podcasts, read articles around hybrid or flexible working, they often have fantastic speakers, panelists, or speakers from corporate businesses or multi-sited, more well-established workplace operators. Now, there's no doubt these entrepreneurs, leaders, and businesses have really paved the way. They've set out the story, they've championed the evolution and growth of the whole flexible workplace industry. Still no doubt there, but there's still more stories to be played out. And I think it's so important to raise the awareness around the opportunities and the benefits that the lesser known or regional office workplaces can bring to both businesses, individuals, and communities. And I think, as an industry, do we need to work together and collaborate even more than we already do to raise the profiles around these facilities, cultures, the infrastructure, and choices closer to home in the smaller towns and the rural areas? I think as a flexible operator or flexible workspace operator myself, I've seen this industry grow massively here in Northern Ireland certainly over the last couple of years. And having been around for the last 11 years with the Hub Newry and classified as a regional workspace ourselves, we've really needed to build those relations both with city-centric workspace operators from around the globe, as well as with those smaller town and rural based operators. And we've always done our best to keep abreast of that the leading edge thinking, ways of doing things and the offerings. And naturally being based here on the border in Newry, we very centrally between Dublin and Belfast, we do attract a lot more corporate members, and many of those have been immersed in the London-centric flex and hospitality facilities for quite a few years, so they're used to that. But we're also home to more local SME business members, and so it's very much a balancing act in terms of member requirements, cultures, budgets, investment, infrastructure, and the resources. But we work really hard to keep that on track and try and listen to the needs of all of our members all of the time and what they're going to need moving forward. So I think there is more work needed to reflect the very different business member makeups, requirements, cultures, and individual needs of corporates as opposed to SME and micro business members. And thanks to the likes of Flexa, an industry trade body in the UK, we've come a long way in recognising this and championing the smaller operators, listening to their insights, challenges, and opportunities. But personally, I do think there's a big opportunity here around how regional operators can really flourish and connect alongside the bigger city centre brands, really sharing those experiences, enabling more of those to be shared on the bigger stage. Keeping connected has always been the whole ethos of this industry, I know, and the future is really bright from my perspective for the whole flexible workplace and the offerings it can bring to the future of work in general. What do you think? I'd really love to get your feedback on this topic. Stay tuned to where the story will take us next, because the way is only up as far as I'm concerned. And have a wonderful day.